Hello, I thought I would do a video on properties that are sitting on the market and struggling. I've been called out to a number of appraisals in the last, well, for the whole of the year, but particularly in the last few weeks. There's been an awful lot where people are really struggling to the point where one poor lady's on the market. She's been on the market since April. We're now in October and she's had no viewings. It's pretty staggering, and lots of other stories like that, maybe not quite that dearth of viewings, but certainly people that are struggling for viewings and no offers. Let's be clear, there is a market out there. There are buyers and they are buying houses. October, which hasn't finished yet, we've got another few days to go, has been our best sales month of the year. So hopefully that gives you some comfort that there is a market out there. There certainly is. What I am seeing, a lot of poor marketing. And, sorry to be blunt, but that's what I'm seeing. Really bad photography. My view is that if an agent's taking your photos, you want to question why. Their expertise surely is in strategy, it's in marketing the property, it's in selling it, it's not taking photos. That's a photographer's job. And I've seen a few where they've taken them with phones. Honestly, if your agent's taking your property photos with a phone, then it's no wonder you're struggling. I'm also seeing really old-fashioned descriptions, and what I mean by that is a list of rooms, a sitting room with a radiator and doors to garden and a window to front. They were done years ago when there were no internal photos and there was no floor plan, and they were just trying to give a buyer some indication of what was in the property. And I'm old enough, sadly, where a lot of properties didn't have central heating that were being on the market. Well, now pretty much everything does, and there's photos and there's floor plans and there's videos and there's lots of things to see. But if there's going to be a description, it needs to be readable, it needs to be interesting, it needs to capture the buyer's attention. That's the whole point. Otherwise, just don't have a description, just have photos and a floor plan. But a dull description isn't helping you. Pricing is another thing. There are agents out there still overvaluing, which in this world is absolutely bonkers. There can't be anyone currently with their house on the market that truly believes the market's flying and prices are increasing. It's on the news every day. It isn't all doom and gloom, but you've got to price realistically. And that's the agent's job, is to help and advise you with that, which sort of leads on to feedback. Again, I'm talking to people that have been on the market for months on end and they're getting no input from their agent, no feedback whatsoever, no advice. It should be a partnership. The agent should be working with the client, letting them know what feedback they're getting from the market. They should be able to demonstrate the market. There is enough data out there. It's not difficult to find data these days, and there's certainly no excuse for poor communication. There are so many ways to do that. The best way, of course, is to go and meet the client and talk face to face. But there are lots of other ways in between to have a conversation, explain what the market's doing, and together come up with a solution. And that's it. And that leads me on to the last point, which is strategy. Houses seem to be going on the market with literally no strategy whatsoever. It's finger in the air on price. It's a price reduction that's wrong, that's not going to achieve it. It's prices that aren't on Rightmove, breakpoints, and there's another video on that on the channel. No thought as to the owner's goals and what's best to achieve that. And ultimately, that's the starting point. Mr. and Mrs. Client, what are you trying to achieve? Okay, well, this is how we're going to make that happen. All of these are easy fixes, but you've got to work with an agent that understands the market, that has confidence enough to talk to you, to challenge you at times, and to get you moving. Let me finish with just saying there's a market out there. If you want to move, you can, but you need an agent that's going to work with you, that's going to help and support you. And actually, challenge is a good word, because quite often in this market we are challenging our clients in a very polite, professional way. But sometimes there has to be difficult conversations to be had, and they should be happening every day in every estate agency, and it doesn't appear that that's the case. So my advice is, if you're struggling to sell, please come and talk to us. No obligation. We're not asking for your business. We are here to help you. Of course, at some point we'll be asking for your business, but have a chat to us first to see if we're the kind of people that you think you can work with. We're happy to come out. We're very happy to tell you exactly what you need to do to get sold and achieve your goals. And if you choose to do that with us, fantastic. And if you choose not to, then that's fine too. But hopefully that gives you some indication and some comfort that you can sell if you wish to. But please do let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you. Telephone number 01462 229 555. Many thanks. Take care. Bye bye.